pool here in Vienna for our players to take home as well. So, you know, they're all playing for big stuff.
Did you know that Samus is an anagram for Amsus? That's all you need to know. Sisqui's favorite game, Among Us. Of course.
Oh, right, okay, yes, sure, sorry. I don't do that. Yeah, memes are a thing I just... straight over my head sometimes. Yes, I'm just too old, Ramses. I'm too old. I'm just an old man.
It's fine, Bowie. It's all up to the younglings on the stage right now. Sisqui and Tarik showing what their young man reactions can do. And so far, a pretty commanding start by Sisqui. Again, finding that early lead and going for those preemptive up Bs unpunished using those platforms. Very, very... you know, very oppressive and very confident plays coming out from Sisqui from the get-go.
Ooh, parries. Oh, I always love a parry. It just feels so good to see it. Okay, yeah, Sisqui, again, we were talking about this yesterday, about his decision just to go for these preemptive up Bs. When they work out and can completely diffuse a situation and just like push the enemy away, fine. But you know, it is a risk-reward system, and you know, hopefully it works out more often than not. You know, this is where you really hope that as a player facing it, you're a little bit more focused in your movement. Wonderful forward air though is going to be enough. Interestingly enough, I didn't think the percentage was high enough, but there you go, more fool me. Up B again, just to catch that nair on shield, these landing nairs. Up B is such a quick option to do that, excuse me. Down there just bringing Greninja back down to ground after having lofty ideas of being in the air.
For sure, I mean, what goes up must come down, and that's exactly what we're seeing right here. Tarik trying to intercept Sisqui as Sisqui comes down, but Sisqui reversing the situation and getting stage spiked, a reversal, follow up by another reversal, and Tarik getting the best out of that situation. Sisqui with the down air pressure, I love how he places his down airs, really pulls him out at the exact opportune moment. Now, we see Tarik kind of mounting a comeback, putting on the pressure. Sisqui tries to fight his way back to the stage, does do so, but now in the corner, fights his way out of the forward air, and that forward air has been so accurate from Sisqui. Now Tarik tries to overextend, or tries to commit, but overextends a little bit on the offstage, and Sisqui makes great use of that. Kind of surprised at how often these players reset to neutral, overcommit in advantage so far, and that's that double jump to the center of the stage. Sisqui remembers, and Tarik definitely has not adjusted that little bit of his game plan yet. Again, the double jump to the center of the stage. Sisqui making so good use of that, and the footstool. That's the Gluttony special. We saw him pull it out on Sisqui, and now Tarik following suit. And a weakness has been found, and a weakness is exploited. Just like that, Tarik evening up the stock count, and that's exactly what he needs after Sisqui mounted such a huge offense based on that, you know, that weakness exploitation that he utilized yesterday as well.
Wonderful stuff indeed. We are on one stock apiece in this first game, as Tarik looking to just bring this back a little bit. You know, wonderful way of getting back into this game. Sisqui just looking to find something. Okay, these bombs have been doing a lot of work in terms of just tacking on percent and allowing a little bit of displaced movement to get nice confirms. Up B will punish another another bit of offense onto the shield of Sisqui. Bomb just not falling through that platform there. Maybe wanted to try and catch like a more aerial approach from Tarik, but not catching that indeed. Rocket comes out just to cover higher space, forces Tarik below. Out comes a charge shot, but that does get grabbed, but indeed throwing out that arced forward air to catch the jump from Tarik. Game one. Going to Sisqui.
Yeah, always so on point with those forward airs. It's such a lasting move. It's a great anti-air. It starts above you. Covers. We saw a frame trap just a second ago as well. Excellent usage by Sisqui. And, you know, if you're going to play preemptively as the cornerstone of your game plan, then having a move like Samus forward air it's godlike. It's exactly what you need. It's long duration coverage of exactly the angles that you need to cover. And again, Sisqui using a lot of his charge shots, not kind of to cover and to occupy space, but more kind of like showing you, hey, I got the charge shot, you're gonna have to jump, and then the forward airs come out. And in that sense, his forward air usage, in my opinion, is very, very strong. Again, the upper forward air just starting that advantage state, and Tarik with an SD, I think he lost his jump, tried to do a double jump aerial, and instead just got an aerial And that is going to be tragic. A 0-to-death in sisqi's favor. And the lead is building. Look at that. 65 on the second stock of Tarik. And now he's starting to look a little bit desperate to find some sort of play. Starting to fish for those forward airs as sort of combo starters. The double jump back to the
very
stage.
nice. Those are the moments. So that's the thing that sisqui can just do, is put you on that back foot and make you desperate. And when you're desperate for things, you make expected movement. If it can be expected, it can be exploited. So wonderful stuff from sisqui, just going so far on that edge guard for the first time. That level of depth, brilliant stuff. As we get into this this next stock, is now it's a long road back for Tarik. Only 68% on the first stock of sisqui. Back throw comes out. sisqui just playing around with that bomb and just allowing himself. He's got so much time to play with. Tarik is playing on borrowed time currently, so.
Exactly as you say, Bowie tries to find a tech chase with the up smash, but gets a forward smash instead. Nice presence of mind, Tarik, showing that he's not out of it yet. He wants to win this game. sisqui kind of fainting, being ambiguous with the down Bs. Tarik not falling for it, instead tries to go for this advantage state and finds the forward air, but at what cost? Now he is the one getting pressured. Barely makes his way back to center again, does not punish that with a B, and sisqui just kind of getting to do whatever he wants. The downer is unpunished even after the parry, and Tarik just does not seem to be on point enough to punish these minor mistakes that sisqui is making. sisqui just jumps back to the stage using that down B. Tarik not in time to pressure it. Tarik tries to contest the center of the stage, but there's that sisqui up B. It's a sisqui up B, the sisqui forward air, the sisqui advantage state. This man has so many strengths. How do you avoid them all? Right now,
there's quite a few, isn't there? God.
Yeah.
These up Bs are just so strong. You know, he uses them not just on offense on his shield, but also uses it as a burst range option. You know, gets into the sky quickly when someone's trying to jump over. We've seen, you know, Tarik trying to find these like nifty ways of getting around and above, but it's not enough, and that will be enough. Crikey O'Reilly, that is from like basically center stage. That back air KOing. Whew.
Exactly as you said, sisqui looking extremely strong. I mean, after that early SD by Tarik, the win was all but a guarantee. At this level of play, you cannot drop a stock and still expect to win, right? So Tarik, now, he has to pick himself back up. Is it going to be the Greninja? Yes, we are going to go back to the Greninja. Believes in the frog, believes in the matchup. Let's see if he can make it happen. Both of these characters kind of known to be a little bit more linear, right? Samus a little bit of a linear character, Greninja a little bit of a linear character, but within that linearity they have so many mix-ups that they're still such an amazing threat, and of course, extremely reward when they do get those hits, those charge shot confirms. We see Tarik already, you know, when he gets those hits, he pushes them so far, so that's really what we're going to see here. It's not much about the sheer ambiguity, but more about the reward when you get those hits, and look at that. Tarik, like you said, an early start, an extremely quick early start. The whiff grab, sisqui kind of missing, but
that was Tarik is playing so nicely here. These up airs, he's doing a great job of just controlling. You know, you're moving exactly where I'm telling you. I'm dragging you down. I'm hitting you up. I'm dragging you down. I'm hitting you up. I'm dragging you down again. I'm trying to find these things. It was an unfortunate fact that the S smash after that double reset didn't actually land. But that's just really strong play that I think Tarik needs. You know, despite what happened in that first game, a bit of an SD, then a bit of an early KO, Tarik still can do this.
But I do think it's kind of the name of the game for Tarik this set, is that he has the right idea, he just cannot execute on it. We saw him push sisqui off stage without any resources and dropping the edge guard still because he barely missed the backer. We saw the jab lock and he dropped it because he barely missed the forward smash, and that you cannot let that happen against a player like sisqui, who's gonna grab you at 127, I'll throw you, and end your stock with all that rage on PS2 of all stages. So at the end of the day, you know, it's nice. Tarik has the momentum, but can he finish it
lovely.
So far?
That was lovely.
It looks to be lackluster.
That was just wonderful from, I mean, it's over now, but just seeing that roll in and going for that down air to punish the roll in from Tarik. Tarik eventually does get the that forward air, though, to take the stock, however. So, clean stuff with these down airs, man, into forward air. The landing shot on the charge shot, too. Strong stuff. Ooh. Wow, catching that up B with the down air.
Oh my god.
sisqui, please. sisqui, please.
With the air dodges to center, you cannot get away with those. sisqui will punish you. That's the name of the game. He's always there with the best punish available. Look at that. Again, the down air. He had the idea right. The roll in was was delivered by Tarik, which is a little bit off on the timing, and that's sisqui in his best form, now looking to end the stock, gets the missile, gets the pressure, no result, but the counter on the counter, Tarik just a little bit too late with the punish, and sisqui then just happy to throw those upbeats whenever Tarik is just a little bit too late. And again, I do have to wonder, Tarik, not really, does he really have his head in the game? Because he's missing a few of these guaranteed punishes, like the landing or overextending on punishes that he doesn't have, and that's not something that we see from Tarik often a way more precise and calculated player. So far though, sisqui making great use of those little inaccuracies, and you gotta have to wonder, how will Tarik adapt to what sisqui is putting on the table here, the bombs even as a mix-up, and Tarik finds all these setups but never the final hit, never that ending finale, never enough, but sisqui with the chase!
Unbelievably wonderful. Again, that down air and then having so much presence, so much time, seeing that double jump up B and connecting, and it's stunning. I mean, it happens every time when sisqui is 2 up or has some kind of sense of momentum. He just hits into like another realm of just foresight, just to keep pushing so hard. And man, incredible stuff from sisqui. 3-0ing Tarik after a 3-2 yesterday. So much pressure, just being able to anticipate the decisions coming out from Tarik and exploiting every single time that he tried just to push a little bit further, or just, you know, try something, you know, to get something happening, just to grind out some kind of answer. sisqui is just completely shutting the book every time. You're trying to read me? No, shut the book every time. Man.
Exactly. And I mean,